Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of the Prepared podcast, the German Gear podcast. Welcome. And today I show you the probably worst belt kit in the whole history of belt kits, the German Koppeltragesystem 95. Have fun. Yeah, hello. And welcome especially our English understanding viewers. Michael, I'm talking to you. Today this video is in English since everyone who was born, or nearly everyone who was born between 1978 and 1990 already knows this, or every male at least knows the system because it's the issued belt kit of the German Bundeswehr, of the German Army. And yes, it is 2023 and this is still issued. To be honest, there are some newer belt kits, or there are some newer systems to carry your load. But nonetheless, this is still issued. And today I want to show you how I prepared this belt kit for me and to use, so that I at least can use it a little bit. And I explain you a little bit about the history and the pros and the cons of this beautiful, beautiful belt kit. Yes. All right, story time. All right, stop, collaborate and listen. Die Älteren von euch werden es verstehen. Okay, so belt kit, German issued belt kit. The belt kit was issued in the mid-90s, so 1994, stuff like that, somewhere like that. And back then, this was future, so 30 years ago. And yeah, the reason is, so why do you need a belt kit? Of course, to put all the stuff a soldier needs, an infantry guy or every soldier needs, to put it around your hip and do things, what soldiers do. And always the issue was how to attach pouches to the system. So, and there have been different approaches from different countries. So in the United States you had like buttons were combined with stuff like this, yeah. In the British Army you had like metal clamps. In the United States Army you also had like like the Alice clips, stuff like this. And yeah, in the mid-90s one decided that it should be fixed on the belt kit, you know, like not sliding but fixed. And yes, in Germany, or it was, I think, a European invention, this system with the plastic counterparts to the holes in the belt kit. So yeah, and keep in mind, this was before PALs, everything revolutionized, yeah. So, and this was one way to go. The thing is, back then it wasn't too bad, but nowadays it's simply outdated, like a lot of tactical things. And yeah, and it is a shame that it still is issued. And a lot of equipment from the German Army, like radios or signal pistols or pistol pouches, have this system. All right. So I hope it will be over soon. So it's starting now, but I'm sure that in some units the belt kit will be standard issue for a pretty long period of time. Yes. All right, and here you have it, the beauty of the Koppeltragesystem 95. So, what are the biggest downsides of this belt kit? Number one, it's the material. I don't know if you can see it, but this is not nylon. It's kind of a blend. It feels like cotton a little bit, but it's not like the nylon you're used to with modern nylon gear. Especially you can see this here on this shoulder harness. all in all, the design isn't that bad at all. Well, it is a ordinary belt kit. So you have the shoulder harness. It's a typical H harness. Yeah, you can see it here. And so the design itself is pretty simple. This the one big disadvantage, the material. As you can see, there are no there is nothing soft inside here. So also, like, yeah, when you have it on you, it's not very comfortable. There's no cushion somewhere, but yeah, this is more like a comfort problem. And the biggest downside is the system, how the pockets or the pouches are attached to the system. That's why it's called Lochkoppel, like a hole, like with holes in the belt kit, because you, as for those who do not know, yeah, you put on the pouches by this little plastic clips, and it is pretty good if you are on a on a stage, you know, but it's not very good when you have to use it in the field. As you can see, the things here are pretty small, and if there is some wear and tear on it, which will be if you use it in training or in the field, then those little things become smaller and smaller, and then you rip off your whole pouches, and especially in the magazine area, this is not what you want. So this is one big thing. And the other hand side is, if you open it in the field, it is fiddly and you break up all your fingernails, and that's nothing what you want. Okay, so this system is another disadvantage. And the disadvantage is also that you only can put on pouches with this system on it. There are adapters, but it's always a pain in the ass. And now with PALS as a universal system, this is kind of a big downside. But we wouldn't be German army if we wouldn't improve. So, or if you wouldn't improvise. So, and as you can see here, if you use zip ties through the holes, then you have the opportunity to put some pouches from different manufacturers on this system, and then you are good to go. Okay, so once again, this is my setup, and I'll show you what's in it just in a minute. All right, and now I show you how I set up this belt kit for me. Okay, so first of all, on my right shoulder, I have a tourniquet. Yes, right shoulder. It can be a problem if I use it with a gun, but since I have my stock here, perhaps I need to improve this a little bit, but I need to have it on this side of my shoulder because the left side must be open, since most of the communications you get issued come with a system, with this system, and you put it mostly on your left shoulder. Okay, then I have some issued pockets from the Swedish Army, like ammunition pockets here. You may ask now why I don't use Flecktarn pockets. I don't have them at the moment, since this belongs to the magazines, and magazines are material you get issued in your unit. Okay, so I have two multi-purpose magazine pouches on the left hand side. Then I have an issued, that's normally the canteen pouch. Then I have the butt pack or Mehrzwecktasche. I use it as a butt pack. Then I have a multi-tool pocket here, a multifunction pouch here. Then I have the Kampfmesser, the fighting knife, issued fighting knife here. And here I have another canteen pouch. And you can see I have a bungee cord wrapped around it so that it's nice and snug if you're running with it. All right. One other major downside a lot of people mention if they talk about this system is that it falls apart pretty easily, especially in the shoulder area. But to be honest, most of it, you will see a lot of German people who like put tape around all the attaching points. You don't need it. after this video, or when this video is finished, I show you how to properly set up this system. So even if you pull really hard, you will not be able to open this attachment, even though this is not reinforced with tape or something like that. So keep this in mind. It is pretty sturdy. There are some downsides on the back here, since this is more likely to fall apart because it's a bit thinner. There you have to improve a little bit, but until now this is stable, and if you do it correctly, then it's not a problem at all. All right, history lesson number 2. So what was it meant to use for? The belt kit in the German army was mostly for, you know, if you to have things with you, like all the belt kits during an attack. This was before day packs and stuff like that, or assault packs. So you could use it to have everything you need for an attack, for example, or for missions in the field. Then you have this belt kit with you if you have to don your rucksack somewhere. So this is meant to use without rucksack. If you use a rucksack, then to bring some additional fighting sustainment, like bangalores or ammunition or explosive stuff like that. But in here you could fit all the standard infantryman needed to have on his belt kit. So what you are issued normally is, I think, four single magazine pouches. Normally you have them in front of, right and left of the belt kit. Yeah, this is a major disadvantage, but you only can have like single magazine pouches, because the magazines you have in here are pretty big, like the G36 magazines, because of the attachment points are not very slim, and so only you can only use like single magazine pouches. There are no double magazine pouches for G36 issued. You can put them into your canteen pouch if you have another one. Then you can use double magazines, which I find is an advantage if you use it in a, for example, in a defensive situation. Okay. So, but once again, what you have issued is one canteen pouch like this, one Mehrzwecktasche, like a backpack like this, and you have one e-tool pouch with an e-tool, and you have the fighting knife, which also goes to the belt kit. And yeah, that is, I think this is what you are issued. So normally you put your backpack, your Mehrzwecktasche, on your right hand side. That's how I used it a long time. And this is a disclaimer. I used this system because we were not allowed to use other systems pretty long time during my military career, and it worked. It wasn't comfortable, but it worked. And you had it on your right hand side, since if you lay down in a defense position, then you can still reach into your Mehrzwecktasche, into the backpack. Nowadays I use it as a backpack, but I show you why afterwards. Another reason was that you had your e-tool on the back. So e-tool is a good thing, or it's a good time to talk about the e-tool and the carrier, because there are some surprises in this system. Most of the soldiers don't even know. So as well, the backpack, the Mehrzwecktasche, as the e-tool pouch, have this little attachment right here. So, and this is where the magic starts. So even if you wear it as a backpack, or even if you wear it on your back, your e-tool can still be attached up here, you know, on the back plate of your belt kit. And you see this little thing here comes right onto this here. Yeah. And you can also do this with an additional butt pack, or with the butt pack up there, so you have a little assault pack. So this is very well thought through. Now you may ask, oh, you have to attach and detach the pouch all the time. But for the e-tool, including the pouch, there was a special pocket on your rucksack, on top of your rucksack, where it fits in perfectly. So you just take out your e-tool, put it in there, or including the pouch, and you just attach it for an attack or something like that. Now you may say, do I need an e-tool during an attack? Yes, you do, because if you take an object, then you need to, improve your fighting position, and it's always good to be as close to the ground or as deep in the ground as possible. All right, your mileage may vary. I look at you, Felix, but yeah, still e-tool for infantry is useful. Okay, so let me show you how I set up my belt kit. Keep in mind, I have no ABC mask or gas mask on here. Normally there would be one on the left-hand side, and when I got issued the belt kit, you wear your ABC mask like a haversack around you, and you put your belt kit over it. So that being said, this is I don't have it right on here. So okay, let's start from the bottom left, and then from the left, and I'll show you what I have in here. As said before, I have here 2 magazine pouches. These are double magazine pouches from the Swedish Army, and and I have some magazines in it. So all in all, I could carry like 4 magazines in here, but in these pouches it would fit very snug, so not very comfortable, but still you could manage to do it. All right, then we move over. All right, in here I have packed in a waterproof pouch, I have my jet foil. The reason for this is when I don't wear any assault pack, I still want to have something to have something warm to drink or to eat. This could be crucial depending on the situation, and I want to have it with me. Okay, on top of my backpack, I have a poncho. Obviously, if you are in an attack, you cannot bring all your gear, but you need to stay dry. Otherwise, it would be a pain in the ass. So, poncho is always good. Then I have in here, I have my P-Paction, my field kit. What's in there, you can see on this video right here. Then I have my backup S-bit, also to warm food. I'll have it right here. Then I have a folding saw to improve my fighting position if needed to, or to do things in the field. Then I think I don't have to explain what this is. Some hygiene stuff like wet wipes and some toilet paper. Then I have, you can see it is divided inside here. I have some pockets here and here, and there I have I had these stuff. On the other hand side, I have like a small weapons cleaning kit with oil, a bore snake, and a brush to do field maintenance on my rifle. And then I have some batteries in here, and I have some snacks and coffee in here so that I can prepare a little meal. I would also have like an MRE ration, or the German equivalent in here, just one main meal, to have it with me if it takes a longer time. And then I have a waterproof bag, and this side it is red. You can also use other colors, but I like to have it in like bright colors so I could find things more easily. And in here I have a merino wool top and some additional socks to put on. Depending on the climate, there would always also be an additional beanie in there, or even a cold weather jacket. I have some space left in this pocket. All right, going on this side, like on the right hand side, I have an Nalgene bottle with an additional cup, always handy to have. And this is my kind of emergency water, so I only use it in this attack situation because, you know, it's just a liter, so this is my kind of backup. Okay. Next is my multifunction or multi-purpose pouch. As you can see, I have attached my gloves here. Then inside of the multi-purpose pouch, I use it as an admin pouch or whatever I want to put in here. I have a signal device for marking my position inside of a building or outside of a trench, or to give signals to planes or helicopters. So first things, to mark your position or to hang it somewhere to find it again. It's very useful, orange and yellow, since this is my company color, so I can show, okay, my company or the company is here. This one I built it myself. You could also use like a VS17 panel or something like that, but marking your position is important to not get shot. Inside here I have a small kit for a planning kit, where I can set up a plan on the ground, and I have some things to make it visible for all of them. If you want to know what is in here, I can show you in a different video. Then I have here a small pocket. This is a dedicated multi-tool pocket. Since I lose my multi-tools all the time, of course I have it bungee corded to the system, but the good thing is I can also, since this is a Leatherman mud, I can just detach it pretty easy, so this is no stress at all. And as shown before, on the right shoulder I have a tourniquet. I would also use a second tourniquet somewhere else. I would place it there, but I don't have it anymore. This is just for the showing purpose. And as said before, I need to have my left shoulder free so that I can attach the radio there. And that's basically it. So if you see, I haven't put any first aid kits in there besides the tourniquet, because I want to have my first aid kit in my thigh pocket. Because if I'm doing something, or if I've done my belt kit, then I still want to be able to or to get help, or to help somebody. And guess what? I will not take off my pants. All right. So that's why I have always my first aid kit with me. All right. So, should you buy a German Beltkit, the Koppeltragesystem? Well, it has major downsides, but as you can see, if you think about what you need, you can put enough stuff in there to do your mission. One major advantage is that it is cheap. Well, it is pretty cheap, even the pouches. So I think the whole system with some pouches, some additional pouches, like pouches that fit. I would also recommend to have the canteen pouches, since they are pretty versatile. I think about 40 to 50 euro, and you will have a pretty decent set. And you can also improve with the pockets or the pouches you have with PAL system if you use use zip ties like I showed you. So that being said, it is not the best belt kit on the market. So me personally, I haven't worn other ones. There are some, like this Eagle Industry harness, with pulse attachment. This is of course an American manufacturer. You could also buy something like this, but it will be, especially in Germany or in Europe, I think it will be more expensive. So yes, for a budget, I think you could use it. You could use it for bushcraft stuff if you want to. You could use it for military use, and for the soldiers out there, use it and show every other one who only performs with the right equipment that you can fulfill your mission even with this kit. That being said, thank you very much for your attention. Do all the YouTube stuff, ring the bell, leave us leave us your follow or give us a follow. And if you have any questions regarding the belt kit, put it in the comments. Tell me something you put in your belt kit or what's missing. I'm always interested in stuff like that. And if you're British or American, growing up with the LC system or with the British belt kit, or if you still use belt kits, what are your experiences with this? Okay, so once again, thank you and see you next time. Ciao. So, dann zeige ich euch mal, wie man korrekt das Gerödel einschlauft, das Koppelsystem einschlauft, weil man sieht es ja ganz oft, dass irgendjemand tausendmal Tape oder es auf 7:30 hängt, weil es rausrutscht. Das liegt nur daran, dass es falsch eingeschlauft ist. Wenn es korrekt eingeschlauft ist, geht hier gar nichts raus und das zeige ich euch jetzt gleich. Das Geheimnis ist, ihr müsst euch immer nur merken, da wo es gerillt ist, da muss der Riemen lang gehen. Dazu seht ihr hier, das ist die Vorderseite, das ist die Rückseite. Ja, könnt ihr auch hier sehen, da wo das Koppelschloss ist, ist vorne. Wir fangen von oben an, oben durch die Öffnung durch und dann seht ihr schon, vorne wäre jetzt nicht gerillt, da wollen wir nicht lang, sondern wir gehen hinten lang. So, ich zeige das mal. Also von oben rein, hinten, wo ihr das Gerillte seht, daran vorbei. So, einmal durch. Jetzt, hier wieder gerillt, hier nicht gerillt, also müssen wir jetzt umdrehen. Da wo das Gerillte ist, da wollen wir dran vorbei. So, zack, jetzt kann ich hier auch noch schön die Höhe verstellen, das ist unproblematisch. Jetzt, hier ist wieder gerillt, hier unten, da, und ihr seht schon, hier wird es jetzt schon schwer zu ziehen, führe ich das jetzt unten vorbei. So, jetzt könnte man denken, man ist schon fertig, aber ihr seht jetzt, von hinten sieht das so aus, So, und wenn ich jetzt in die Richtung ziehen will, also in die, da ist schon relativ schwer. In die andere Richtung, das löst sich. Das ist scheiße. Ja? So, also, wir führen das richtig durch. Wir haben es bisher alles richtig durchgeführt. Und jetzt führen wir das hier oben einfach nochmal durch. Da, wo wir hochgekommen sind, da, wo wir reingekommen sind, da gehen wir auch wieder raus. So, und jetzt, wenn ich hier ziehe, an diesem Ende, da tut sich nichts, aber auch in die Richtung, das ist ja da, wo das quasi auf den Schultern liegt, da tut sich gar nichts. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich es euch deutlicher machen kann. Hier bewegt sich nichts. Ja? Ich kann da dran Klimmzüge machen. Was jetzt aber, wenn ich die Höhe verstellen will, ihr habt ja gesehen, wenn ich das jetzt einmal hier rausschlaufen würde, warum auch immer, Höhe ist eigentlich nicht das Problem. Ja, kann ich hier, indem ich hier nachschlaufe, immer noch die Höhe so verstellen, dass es geringer wird. Und dann fummel ich das wieder hier durch und befestige das. So. Und der einzige Grund, warum ich jetzt hier dran nähen will, kann und ist nur ausschließlich, damit ich hier das Rumgebämsel nicht habe, wobei das hinten ist, das sieht also nicht, also ist irrelevant. Oder ich will es mit ein bisschen Tape oder einem Rangerband einfach ein bisschen befestigen. Aber das ist es. So, und hier wird nichts abgehen, auch unter Vogelbelastung nicht. Ja. So wird's gemacht.